Okay, Orla.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can indeed. Thanks a million, Orla. I'm going to let you off now, okay?
Thanks, Elaine. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Mum Zoom. Thank you for taking the time out of your morning. We have set up this group to share what we love and to share what we do with other mums, normal mums like all of us. There is on your screen on your phone or your iPad, you'll see a little button that says participants. If you click on that, there's an option to send a message. So if you have any questions, please, fire away. We want to make this as interactive and as fun as possible. Just a bit of background about me. My name is Orla Keegan. I live in Dublin. I'm a working mom. Like all moms, I'm super busy. And I have 3 small children, age 9, 6, and 12. My journey starts with, I heard about a product called Juice Plus about 15 months ago from a cancer specialist called Dr. Nigel Eccles. When he told me about it, it immediately just made sense to me. I knew none of us eat enough fruits and vegetables. And, it was a really simple and easy way to get it into my system and into my kids' system every single day. So the product just made complete sense to me. I started taking it just really as preventative, as healthcare. I didn't expect to see or feel anything different, to be perfectly honest with you. But the results that I got really just blew me away. I suffered very badly from insomnia. I honestly had not slept in about 3 years. So after about 3-4 weeks, I was sleeping through the night. My daughter, Leah, who's now 12, she started taking Juice Plus when she was 10. She had really severe eczema, just on her hands. And it would come and it would go through the years. We spent thousands, literally thousands, on doctors, dermatologists, creams, lotions, potions, anything you can think of. And nothing helped. When she woke up in the morning, her hands would bleed. So it was destroying for a little girl, and me as her mom, it was destroying for me. She started taking the Juice Plus product, and within 3 months, her eczema has completely gone. That just blew my mind. It just made sense. It's fruits and vegetables, and when you give your body what it needs, it just starts to work properly. It starts to repair itself and heal itself. Our bodies are fantastic. You cut your finger, it bleeds, it repairs itself. You break your arm, it can fix itself. So naturally, I wanted to tell everybody I knew about this product because it was fantastic. I couldn't believe, I'd gone to the age of 43 and I hadn't even heard about it before. So I shared this with all my family. I have a big family, 6 brothers, 6 sisters, typical Irish, and they all started taking the product. And the results in our own family have been incredible. My mum will be 89 next month, and she was riddled all her life with arthritis. Her hands are clawed over. She's been taking the product 15 months, and for the first time ever, she's medication free, which is incredible. In fact, she says she feels so good now. Her only worry is that she'll live forever. So that's her only complaint. So I'm going to tell you about the Juice Plus product and exactly what it is. This is it here, right in front of me. We have 3 tubs. Purple is berries, the red is fruit, and the green is vegetables. And if you can imagine, to really simplify it, what it is if you get 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries, and they're not juiced, what they're actually done is they're kind of squished together on a really high pressure. So you get all the nutrients. You get the skin, the pips, the full fruit, the full vegetables. They're dried out at a very low temperature, which is proven to keep the live enzymes intact, all the phytochemicals, everything is intact. And what we do is we literally eat this every single day. It's 6 capsules a day. You take it, I take it first thing in the morning with a large glass of water, and that's giving me and my family all the vitamins, all the minerals, the phytochemicals, the live enzymes, and the antioxidants of a variety of 30 different fruits and vegetables every single day. For me, that blew my mind away. It's simple, it's convenient, it's really cheap. I can't buy a punnet of strawberries or a punnet of blueberries in Aldi's or Lidl. The cheapest I can find is $2.99. And this, for the price of a cup of coffee, it's €2.35 a day that I can give me and my kids this every single day, before they walk out the door to school. So it's incredible. The results I have are fantastic. I then was told about the business opportunity. For me, it was a no, straight away, because I work, I have 3 kids, and I'm a single mom. So like all moms, we're all busy. I mean, moms are superheroes. Let's be honest. We don't have time for anything. So I didn't have the time. I really didn't have the interest, to be honest with you. but I was actually doing the business without even knowing it, because I was having such great results with the product. My children were, my family were, I was just telling people about it. And that's all that we do. We take the product and we tell other people about it, and we share our results with them. It's that simple. That is the business that I do. So I kind of by default got involved in the business. My main concern was I don't have time. I don't have time for a business. The reason why I love this business is for me as a mom and for other women, working women. It just sits beautifully with our daily lives. You know, this business can be done in our stolen moments. You know, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. And as women, we like to talk. We're always meeting people. We're always chatting. And it always comes up in conversation, because everybody I meet and everybody I know has two complaints. They're either sick. I mean, we all know the whole of Ireland is under a flu epidemic. You know, we have like no illnesses in our house for 15 months. It's incredible. Everybody I meet is sick, or everybody I meet, to be honest, is looking for, you know, better finances. They're saving hard for a family holiday, or they're dreading the next bill. So I got involved in the business. I really didn't think anything was going to come of it. What blows my mind with this business is, you know, there's never any pressure. You're your own boss. You don't have any bosses. You work, you know, it's your business. However, what you do have is a community of people and a community of women. You can see some of them on here today, who continually have your back. They will support you. We inspire each other. We help each other. And everybody wants you to succeed. It's very different to a conventional business where everyone's killing each other because they want a promotion. In this business, everyone, you know, links arms with each other, and we all support each other. And all we do is we have a mission to inspire healthy living and to help improve people's lives. So talking with the business, I started the business 15 months ago, never thought anything would come out of it. And in 15 months, my life has been transformed. This is my office, my kitchen. I'm sitting at my kitchen table here. So when I have a spare 20 minutes, you know, I just talk to people and share an amazing product with them, which is natural, 100% natural. They call us the company with the heart. And one of the reasons for that is this company are so invested in the next generation's health, is that they will actually give the product to children for free. Yes, you heard that right. They give it to children for free. So what we have for children is exactly the same product, but this is in gummy forms. This is the fruit and this is the vegetables. And this is exactly what they look like. They're like tiny little Haribo jellies. And they're gorgeous, to be honest with you. So when an adult, you know, takes the product, they can sponsor a child from the ages of 14 to 21, and they get the product, the fruit and the vegetables, for absolutely free. They become part of the children's health study. There has been amazing results on the children's health study, and I can see it in my own kids. I have Leah, eczema free. I have Luca, who's 9, who always suffers from tonsillitis. He would have 3, 4, 5, up to 8 bouts a year, antibiotic after antibiotic, you know, destroying his immune system. No illness. And Harry started when he was 4. He's now 6. And I cannot keep that child in fruits and vegetables. Now, that's a great complaint to have about a 6-year-old. They're healthier, they're happier, their teachers even comment in school about it. So as a product, it's absolutely fantastic and amazing. The business part of it, 15 months ago, I told you, didn't want to do it. I had no time. You know, I still don't have any time, but it just fits into those stolen moments. And 15 months later, our lives have changed so much. I now have an international business in 7 countries. I've just come back from Dubai at the weekend, which was great because I had a weekend without the kids. So it was loads of fun. And I do that just by talking to people. For me, this is the best business in the world. It's changed our financial situation hugely, hugely. I think a lot of the time people don't like to talk about money, especially in Ireland, but you know, money gives me freedom. It gives me choices. My car insurance is up this month, 560 euros. Last year, I would have been panicking, and it would have been something that I'd have to budget for. I don't have to do that anymore. So this business has improved my health, my family's health, lots of my customers' health, and the results and the feedback you get is incredible. And the business, you know, it has improved our finances hugely, absolutely hugely. And so that's really my story. So I'm going to pass you over now to another yummy mummy who has a little baby called Sandra, and she's going to tell you her story.
Hi guys, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect, Sandra.
Perfect. Thanks, Orla. You did a great job there of explaining exactly what Juice Plus is. For me, I suppose I'll take it back to 2 years ago. I was working as a business account manager for 3Mobile, and our head office is in Dublin, and I had to do 3 days a week in Dublin. AJ at the time was only 2, and so I was leaving at 6:30 in the morning, just when he would be about to wake, and I wasn't getting home until 7 or 8 in the evening when he was going to bed. He was an absolute nightmare to sleep as a baby. He would wake every 2 to 3 hours. So I myself, I was exhausted with all the driving and the not sleeping as well. As well as that, I play a bit of rugby, and I also am a fitness instructor. We do SenShaper classes. They're group fitness classes where we have to take part in them. We don't just stand there with a whistle. So we were doing 6 classes a week. So there was an awful lot going on with me, and my body wasn't coping very well with everything that was going on in my life. I thought I ate healthy, and I suppose I did relatively healthy, but I wasn't getting the nutrition that my body needed. Like, our bodies can do a whole lot if they're fueled correctly, and mine just wasn't fueled correctly at the time, but I didn't realise it. I thought it was perfectly normal for a mother to go around feeling wrecked and having no drive. And it was actually killing me, because I would come home in the evenings and I would be so tired, all I wanted to do was lie on the couch. And AJ was 2 and he wanted to play, and I had the mother's guilt then because I didn't have the energy to play with him. So I wasn't really enjoying life as much as I should. So at the classes, 2 of the girls, Elaine and Lee, told me about Juice Plus. Now, I had seen it on their Facebook pages, and to be honest, I just scrolled by because I just thought it was a juice diet, a quick way to lose weight or something. I never really looked at it. But when the girls said it to me, I know them years and I trust them. I thought, okay, look, I'll look into this more. And when I researched it and thought, okay, it's only fruit, veg and berries in a capsule. I definitely don't get the variety that I need or the quantity. So I'll start taking it. So myself and Dave started taking it. So within 3 weeks, I couldn't believe it. My energy started to come back. And I said to Dave, we were in the car, we were driving home from Dublin, and I said to him, I said, this is the first time, and I don't know how long, that I don't feel tired. And for me, that was huge. Energy was all I ever wanted from the product. That's all I needed. I wanted to have the energy to play with AJ at the weekends, not to be napping, when I come home in the evening. I was drinking Monster energy drinks some days to get me home, because I don't drink tea or coffee. So that was all I had to keep me going. So I didn't need that anymore. I had huge energy. On top of all of that, I always suffered really badly with bloating. I know now that was because the stress I was putting my body under. It always affects your tummy, and I could never get rid of that. And I think it was 4 or 5 months in that my bloating completely disappeared. My recovery from sport, so as I say, I played rugby, and I would be in bits after a match for 2 or 3 days after. But I was able to get up. Our match is on a Sunday. I was able to get up on the Monday morning and teach our fitness class. So that for me again was huge. It just proved how good nutrition can help your body. Also in that time we've had no sickness. Neither myself or Dave. Dave got a bit of the bug there actually a couple of months ago, but I've had absolutely nothing, no sickness whatsoever. Again, that's huge for me. So after I got rid of my bloating and got those abs that I always wanted, I got pregnant. So that got rid of the abs fairly quickly. And but on my pregnancy this time around was hugely different. I had so much energy. I was doing my fitness classes right up to 35 weeks. I was actually in the gym 3 days before I gave birth. And there was no way I would have been able to do that before Juice Plus. I didn't have to take any folic acid supplements. I didn't have to take any pregnant care, anything like that. Everything I needed for me and my baby I was able to get from Juice Plus. In fact, at one of my checkups, the doctor asked me what I was taking, that my hemoglobin levels were so high. So, I mean, that's just testament to what the product does. And it's perfectly safe for anyone that's pregnant and even breastfeeding. I'm breastfeeding Casey now. He's 5 months now. And it's perfectly safe. Even our shakes are perfectly safe to take. So Casey, at 5 months, he's getting all the nutrition that I'm getting through my breastfeeding. At the time, I said AJ was a disaster for sleeping. We started him on the product in September of 2015. He was suffered awful with croup for, I think it was 8 times in the space of a year he was on steroids. And that was killing me, because I also breastfed him until he was 18 19 months, and I was so proud of the immunity I was giving him. And here I was giving him steroids and antibiotics to try and get rid of the croup. So that was really tough for me, and it was awful to see him go through it. AJ has had only 2 bouts of croup since then, since starting on it, and those 2 bouts were very mild, and he was able to fight it. And I've just doubled him up on his gummies. So yeah, as a family, we've had huge benefits from it. Especially, as I said, during my pregnancy. My recovery after pregnancy again was huge. I had a section, my C-section wound healed. I was up and about. Yeah, so like for us as a family, it's been absolutely massive, and we'll never ever be without it. The business that came about, like you, Orla, I just wanted everyone I knew to be on it. So I started telling people about it. People noticed a change in me, so they were asking me what I was doing. So what the business gave for me, I suppose, initially I just wanted it to cover the cost of my own product, because the two of myself and Dave were taking it, and of course AJ was free. So I just wanted to cover the cost. That quickly happened. Then we needed to change our car, so I was able to change the car without having to stress about where we were going to get the money every month. Then it moved on to like a family holiday that we could take, and now I'm looking at, I took I'm on my maternity leave now, I'm able to take my extra 16 weeks unpaid, and hopefully I may not even have to go back, because I don't want to be leaving my 2 boys from 6:30 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. So that's what the business has done for me and what it can do for me. What I want is time freedom with my kids, and also the little bit of financial freedom that when I do have this time, that I can spend quality time with the kids. So that's me and my story. And any questions, guys, just pop them up there if there's anything you want to ask us.
Thanks, Sandra. That's fantastic. One of the things you said that really resonates with me was the energy. And, you know, like you, I was going around knackered all the time, and I thought this was normal. You know, I'm working,
Yeah.
you know, you're going to be tired. And that's the first real benefit that I saw. And generally, that's what most people feel, is the increase in energy. You know, we're not supposed to feel tired all the time. And, you know, every newspaper you open, every magazine, the internet is all about fruits and vegetables, fruits and vegetables, fruits and vegetables. It's an easy way to bridge the gap between what we should be eating and what we are. And one of the most shocking statistics I came across was 80% of all illnesses and chronic diseases can be prevented by one simple thing, and that's literally what we put in our mouths. So,
and it's like that, Orla, like when I was looking at it, I thought it was a weight loss thing, or just when I seen it on Facebook. And I think that's the message that we just need to get across to people, that it's not replacing any food. It's just giving you extra what you should be eating every day. Like, we should be getting 5 to 7 portions of fruit and veg every day. And I know I certainly don't. So that's all it is. It's just giving us extra in our nutrition that we are missing. We're not getting really the good quality of the fruit and veg here. You know, the quality isn't great, with the pesticides and herbicides and everything that's on them. And that's one good thing about the Juice Plus as well, is that it's all natural. It's all organic. So the quality that you're getting in every day, as well as the variety, and that's all it is. It's just adding to your diet every day, not replacing anything.
Absolutely, it's an addition to what you normally eat. And when you eat what you're supposed to eat, you know, you look better and you feel better. Thanks, Sandra. I'm going to pass it over to Lee, and Lee is down in Athlone. So take it away, Lee.
Good morning, Orla. Thanks very much, girls. Great to hear such great positive stories from taking Juice Plus. Just like myself, I got great benefits from taking it. As well as that, it was just the energy for me. And I think when you have energy, when you're lacking in energy and all of a sudden you have the energy, your whole life starts to turn around again, and you start getting, like you said, with young kids, it's hard to do everything. So the energy for me was massive. But I'm actually here to talk about the business. It's something that I actually didn't know that there was a business behind Juice Plus, and I think that's probably why we decided to do these Zoom calls as well, is to show people that there's a product plus there's a business, and anybody can join this business. And this business can be for anybody. So it's like I said, when I was on the product and I started feeling the benefits, I started to share my story with people, because I wanted the people close to me, my friends and my family, on Juice Plus. So unknowns to myself, I was actually kind of doing the business already. And so when Donald Mulcahy came up to do a presentation at Athlone, and he said to me, Lee, you know, you've nothing to lose by going with this business. And I said, Donald, I already have a business. I'm not interested in a second business. I come from a traditional business. I work very hard, long hours. I certainly don't have time for this. And I really, really am not looking for something else, which I thought, because I thought it was another business, just like a traditional business. But actually it's not. It's the total opposite. And when he sat me down and explained to me that there's absolutely no financial risk whatsoever, it's €60 of a sign-up fee. I don't have any stock to buy. I don't have a boot full of stock. The only stock I have at home is myself and Keen's and the kids. I pay for my Juice Plus the same price as everybody else pays for it. And I don't have to collect money from people either. So the company, for your €60 sign-up fee, you get your full virtual office, you get a full website. All you do is share your story about Juice Plus, the benefits you find. And that's why you will see, like Orla and Sandra and Elaine, a lot of us, that when you start taking Juice Plus, a lot of people don't be interested in the business or don't want to know anything about it. But when you start feeling great benefits, it's when you want to share your story. And that's why the business kind of falls on your lap when you're not looking for it. And so, as I said to you, you don't have any cash to collect. The company send out the product to your customer. They collect the money every month, and all you've got to do is make sure, just a little bit of customer care, and make sure that people are taking their Juice Plus every day. It's not a quick fix and it's not a fad. And I suppose that was something I had to look into. Just like the product, Juice Plus, it has 30 gold standard researchers behind it. For me, it was about the business, and I had to make sure that the business was credible to me, because I was from a traditional business. And I have my own business, so I had to make sure that the company was credible and the business was credible. So the company is an American company, NSA, and it's around for the last 40 years. Juice Plus is actually around for the last 28 years. So it's not a fad, it's not a quick fix, and it's not a diet. And that was really, really important to me. It is fruit and veg in a capsule. It's never, ever going to go out of fashion. It's for 100% of the market. Everybody can take Juice Plus. So it's an affordable and convenient way, as the girl said, of getting fruit and veg into your system every single day. As I said, affordable and convenient. So for me, that was absolutely massive. So from there on, I built a small little business with Juice Plus. It has, like Orla said, totally turned around our lives. I now don't work full-time in my restaurant business. I have my catering business. I was able to pull back my hours. For me, it was always about time freedom. I've worked the last 20 years in the catering industry, so it's long hours. My husband works long hours, and I have 2 small kids. And I think, like everybody, when kids come around, when you have kids, your life changes for the better. But I needed time with them, and that was something that was lacking for me. So for me, it was always about time freedom. If I could earn just enough at the start, it was to pay for my product. And like Orla said, I was paying for my product. So me and one of my daughters, Kayla, was getting it for free, because I was sponsoring Kayla and mine was free. So my Juice Plus was free. When I sat down and looked at the opportunity that was there, what you can do with this business by yourself, by building a team, whatever you want out of it, there's serious opportunity and serious financial opportunity for anybody there to take on this business and to go for it with your time and your hours, the hours you want to put into it, and the hours that work for you. Like you said, we have kids are going to school, you can put in your hour a day. It's part-time hours with a full-time income. And that's what I strived towards. As I said, we closed our restaurant business a couple of months ago, and I now work our catering business, but I have such time freedom now with my kids that has really changed. You know, the last couple of months, even Christmas, has been absolutely massive for us, because I now can drop my kids every morning, pick them up from school, do the things we want to do. I just had a birthday party at the weekend, the day I wanted to have it, the day my daughter wanted to have it, not working around my full-time job. And that was something that was really, really important to me. Just the other thing I wanted to say about is, as Orla said, she's just come back from the Dubai. Juice Plus is in 28 countries all around the world. So don't feel like that if you're living in Athlone, or we have a girl that's actually in the Aran Islands. You can have your business all around the world. You're just sharing a story, but it doesn't matter where you are. It's just about knowing people, your contacts, and talking to people. And I think us Irish do very well by talking. So it's a very, very simple duplicatable business that anybody can do. It doesn't matter what background you are, what qualifications you have, or what qualifications you don't have. It really doesn't matter. It's €6 for the franchise. If you put on 2 customers, you've already got your €60 back. Every morning I wake up in a profit in my Juice Plus business, something that was not happening in my traditional restaurant business. Every morning we had to be in 2-3 hours before our doors even opened. And then we had to try and get customers in to try and to build up an income. But it was just so totally different to what this is. So that was just a little bit of an insight into the business. I've now built up a recurring income, which is something I just want to explain to you as well. Juice Plus, like, you build up a recurring income over the months. So work that I have done 2 years ago, I'm now involved for the past 2 years. And people that I have on the product 2 years ago, I still, every month when their money goes out of the account, I still get a commission on that. So you build up a recurring income. This isn't something that you have to start at the beginning every at the start of the month and sell. Like, it's not a selling product, but you don't. Every month you build up a recurring income. So now I have built up a recurring income, as I said, for work that I have done 2 years ago. So that's really, really important as well. We also come with a mentor system. I have 5 people in my mentor group. One guy who is on Juice Plus for the past 28 years. He shows me what to do every single day. I can be on the phone to him as often as I want. He shows me and tells me. He shows us all the way. And as I said, of all the team, we're all here together. There's no boss in this company, which was another nice thing as well. We have no staff, we have no boss, which is great. We all want to work our way up to whatever level we want, and we all want to help each other. But as I said, the mentor system that's involved, you've got people there to show you how to do it, to make sure you don't make the mistakes that they made, and to guide us through it. And it's absolutely crucial. So that's just a little bit of an insight into the business. I have to say it has totally changed my family's life around, and I won't be without either the product or the business. So I'm going to hand you back on to Orla there, and I think she's going to introduce Elaine to you there now.
Hi, I'll introduce myself, I think, Gorda. So listen, thanks a million, girls. I think you've given a great insight to the product and the business. Just from my own background, I have a restaurant and catering operation that Lee spoke about. I worked with Lee, I still do work with her, thankfully, and we were faced with closing that restaurant last October. But 2.5 years ago, I suppose we don't think about our health till we get sick, and like that, we all live busy lives, and especially loads of mums. I see loads of moms on and dads. So we're all busy, and my husband got ill about 2.5 years ago, and that was when was the first time I ever had to have a look at our health and what if one of us was sick. We were very lucky. It was a viral infection, and he found it very hard to fight it. And I would have never went on Juice Plus only for that happened. And his sister recommended it to us. I kind of laughed. I am probably the most skeptical person in the world when it comes to any of this stuff. I really don't do it. And so I really started to take his, because it was free, he was paying for it, and I really didn't expect to find any benefits, but I knew within 3 to 4 weeks my energy levels. I'm a busy mom, I was working full time, I was running for the Dublin City Marathon at the time, and life was just hectic, and yes, definitely my energy levels within 3 to 4 weeks. I knew in the evening time, as Sandra said as well, that quality time with the kids, I had more energy in the evening, I wasn't tired, I just felt better in general. I had IBS all my life, and that was settling down. So again, I think it wasn't just what I noticed. People noticed the difference in me. I was brighter, I was in better form. I didn't seem as stressed in work. I think when you have energy, as Lee said, like, you can do anything. And I felt I was just back to where I wanted to be pre-kids. So basically what happened was I was just sharing it with my friends, and that's what the business is about. You take Juice Plus and you share it with your friends, because I wanted my family and my close friends on something that I was found absolutely brilliant for myself. I had no interest in a business at all. It wasn't about the business for me. It was about sharing a great story and a great product. And it made complete sense when I saw the presentation on Juice Plus, and when I realised it was 30 raw fruit, veg and berries. I take it every single day, so do my 2 kids. Of course I was going to feel well. Yes, we were on a good diet, but I mean, it's very hard to get that variety in every day. And basically the business found me. Coming from a traditional business background and working for myself for the last 25 years, I've always earned my own income. And I didn't really want another business because I was kind of busy. And I said to Donal, I don't have time. And as well as that, we were fine, but it wasn't great. And I said, but I don't have time to give this. And Donal said, you do this in your own time. And I just shared the product with loads of people. I offered people an opportunity to have a look at the business, which I do every single day, and maybe consider it. For €60. You've absolutely nothing to lose. You put on your own product and share it with people that you think would benefit from Juice Plus. And that's how the business found me. So jumping from there to almost 2.5 years now, I've built a massive team. Our business is now international. I never knew how to work a computer or a laptop until a few months ago. I worked on everything through word of mouth and from my phone. I'm passionate about good health and nutrition. I'm passionate about Juice Plus because I know what it has brought to my own family. And I just tell my story to everybody. And I've built a fantastic team of people. They're so supportive. We have great fun. We have loads of mammies on our team. We help one another. When we did close our restaurant last October, I did fear losing that sense of independence, of getting up and going out to work every day. And even though we had our part-time catering business on the side, I worried that, oh my God, it was fantastic to be at home. All I ever wanted was to have extra time with my kids. And I was loving that I was going to have that choice. But my biggest fear was, oh my God, I'm not going to get paid for this, and I'm not going to have that sense of independence. So I had my Juice Plus business built up over the last 2 years, and I do turn up for work every single day, and I certainly do get paid for it. And I make no bones about that, because it is a real business. And if you stay focused and committed to something you want from a business or anything in life, you will drive on with it. So yes, it's given me that total sense of security, and I wouldn't have had that cushion when we were faced with our decision last October. So I'm really, really lucky. As Lee said, I have a reoccurring income from my business, and it's so easy to do. So I think the biggest fear in a lot of people's minds is fear. Can I do it? Or, I wouldn't be able. Everybody can do the business. All you need to do is ask for plenty of help. And we offer loads of help in our team because we have such a huge mentor support system, as Lee mentioned there. And I have top business people helping me every single week with what I want to do with my business. There's no pressure. It's up to everybody. So I think it's been a fantastic opportunity from that point of view. And I suppose going forward now for the next couple of years, it's just fantastic to think that we have already a great leg up already, and we're going to move forward with something fantastic. And what I have got is complete time freedom with my kids, which is just something I so appreciate now. Yes, it's hard. It's hard being a mummy at home all day. There's a lot to do. I didn't realise and I didn't appreciate how hard it was, but it's so rewarding. But I also run my own business, and it's great to be able to do that. So yeah, it's just been fantastic, and I love all the people. A lot of people involved in this business are people that are busy, that have had their own businesses, and just want a little bit more time freedom and financial freedom, and that's what this opportunity can do. Absolutely.
Great, thanks, Elaine. I'm going to wrap this up very quickly because I know we're all busy. I can never tell anybody how Juice Plus, can affect them. I'm not going to tell you what you'll feel or what you will see, because everyone's different, so we don't know. One thing I can tell you is, going back to the science, the one thing I forgot to mention about Juice Plus is it's the only product in the world that is backed by so much science. There are now 35 published clinical studies. So what I can tell you for fact is it's going to reduce inflammation in your body. It's going to boost your immune system. It's going to improve your skin hydration and your skin density. And, as women, we're all very vain. So a bit of help looking better, we're all happy with that. There's gum health studies, cardiovascular health. I'm not going to bore you with the studies. They're all there for everyone to see. So thank you everyone for joining us this morning. I wish you all a beautiful day. And if you're interested in looking better, feeling better, or if you're interested in earning, a couple of extra €100 a month, or if you're looking to build a business from your kitchen table like me, drinking your coffee around your kids, which can completely change your life. The opportunity is here. It's here for everybody. If we can do it, everybody can do it. So if you have any questions, please go back to whoever loved you and cared about you enough to invite you onto this call. And I wish you all a fabulous day. Bye.
Okay. Thanks a million, guys. Bye.
Bye.